Level Up family, I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now. Trucking right now, it's not good. I gotta be honest with y'all. If I wasn't being honest with y'all, I wouldn't be being myself. And I know y'all might see some other videos out here on YouTube of people telling you that trucking is still good, it's not that bad. You know, you just gotta think that everybody's situation is different. Because right now, with brokers not paying and, you know, the fuel rates is just through the moon, like it's just crazy right now. Right now, the most important factor in trucking right now is what your overhead cost is. If you have a low overhead cost, say like your truck is paid for, your insurance is not too high, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be all right now. You can move these little bit paying loads. Fuel is not gonna kill you too much because you're profiting most of your money. But if you out here and you have a truck note and you got a high insurance like myself, and you paying all of this money in fuel, yeah, it starts to become a problem. Especially if you have a driver too, you know, then that's just another expense. Which, if you're driving and he's driving, you know, trucks, like I said, truck note, insurance, fuel, payroll, it's just crazy. It's just crazy right now. So I'm just being honest. It's not looking too good right now. And then I also heard that down south, you know, I want to say it was some pilots or something like that, they didn't even have no death. So right now it's supposed to be like we gonna have a death shortage real soon. And diesel prices is through the roof, and now for newer trucks like mine, I run DEF. I need DEF for my truck to run, to operate. So if we run out of DEF, I can't drive. So it's like, now I gotta try to stack up on bulks of DEF for right now, because like I said, it was down south. I haven't heard of it coming up north where I'm at. I'm in Maryland right now, and I haven't heard too much of it, but you know, if it's down south, I'm sure that it could probably make it up here too. So if you didn't know that and you up north, make sure, you know, you stock up on some DEF just in case you get to a TA or a truck stop or something and you need to fill up on DEF and they don't have none. You know, keep a couple boxes in your truck, stash up something at home so that you're gonna be good. But I'ma just be honest, you know, it's still always a great idea to get the CDLs, because I don't believe that it's going to stay like this forever. Eventually, it got to get better. You know, this inflation that's going on, it got to get better, because it's not only just the trucking business side that's hurting. Everybody hurting right now. You know, mortgages, rents, it's just ridiculous. In my area, I think a 1-bedroom almost going for like $1,200–1,300. When a 1-bedroom used to go for probably about $800–900. It's just crazy right now. So, like I said, it's not only just the trucking side. I'm sure it's everybody out here that's hurting. If you got a 9-to-5, you got to drive back and forth, depending on how far you live from your job. You know, regular gas is probably killing people. And I read an article saying that, you know, regular gas is going to surpass $7 here in Maryland by August. So that means if regular gas is past $7, then diesel is going to be past $8. Diesel is always like $1 and some change more than what regular is. So we keep getting closer and closer to that $10 a gallon mark, and I'm not too happy about that right now. But I just stay inside Maryland. I don't run far. I mean, I may go to PA or Jersey or Virginia, but it all depends on, you know, how much the load is paying. And I gotta be able to find me a backhaul to come back home, because it's pointless for me to, you know, to drive to another state and then gotta deadhead all those miles back home. Now I'm digging into the money that I just earned, you know. So you just gotta, if you out here, you just gotta run smart, do things that make sense. But I would say, for the people who have been asking me questions in my inbox on Instagram and leaving comments, is it worth it right now? I would say no. I would say just stay put right now, especially if you don't have a truck, just because this truck I bought right here, I bought it in Tampa, Florida from Aero Truck Sales, financed for 50 grand. Back on their website, like right now on their website, this same truck is going for about 90 to 100,000. I just can't imagine paying 2 times more for something that I already, you know, paid for. Like I just can't imagine doing it. So you come out here, you try to get that truck note. My truck note, $1,700. Now it's double, so that means you're gonna be paying around, depending on how much money you put down, you probably could be paying around $300 to $3,400 a month. Now, unless you got the capital, you have the money that you can put down and pay these trucks off, okay. But at the same time, I still wouldn't say do it, because it's just so much more to it after you buy your truck. You know, once you get the truck, that's just one of the hard stepping stones right there. Now that a lot of drivers are not doing the long hauls too much because of the fuel, a lot of drivers are starting to stick to the short routes. So if you come in the game, you know, you're fighting amongst everybody right now that's doing the short local loads, and they're not paying. And you're coming in the game as a newbie that nobody knows you, so you got to try to build relationships with these brokers. So it kind of helped me out. God has been blessing me, because when I first started out, I've been an owner operator for a year and a half now. When I first started out, my first 5 months, motor vehicles messed up my tags. So I only had base tags for my first 5 months of running as an owner operator. So I couldn't run outside of Maryland. So it helped me out, because I built a lot of relationships inside of Maryland. So majority of times I never really had to leave Maryland. And what I also learned is that when I first started out booking loads, I was underbidding myself, because those same loads that I was doing when I started out, I still have been doing all the way through for a year and a half, and I'm still doing to this day. I'm still doing it now, and the pay has yet to drop on it. It's still the same amount. So that just lets me know that when I first started out, you know, I was underbidding myself. I wasn't bidding like I should. Back then, I could have got more money for the loads that I was doing. But, you know, when you starting off, you just learn. You learn as you go. So that's a lesson that I learned. And like I said, God has been blessing me, because now I'm able to continue to keep running those same lanes now without going outside of Maryland, and still making decent enough money to be able to pay the business bills and my personal bills, and, you know, just to stay afloat, just to keep things going. But just because it's happening for me may not mean that it's going to happen for you. Remember, everybody's situation is different, you know. So like I said, I would just say, just sit back right now. Just keep your money in your account. Keep putting money towards it, because eventually it's going to get better. It just cannot stay like this. So once it do get better, then you already be prepared. You already will have more money, and then you could jump in the game, and then you can take off and you'll be good. So while you sitting back and still stacking your money up, just keep learning. Just keep learning as much as you can about this industry. You know, it's never, you can never know too much information. The more you know about this industry, the better off you're going to be. But I just wanted to get on here and just share that information with y'all. I hope that I didn't scare anybody, or, you know, shoot your dreams down or plans or anything for starting your trucking business, because I'm not saying that you can't start your trucking business. I'm just saying right now is not the time to do it. Just hold off for a bit. Just give it a couple months, wait till the industry gets back right, and, you know, then jump out there and start your business. Give it a couple months. I'm sure it's going to get better. It can't possibly stay like this. So just make sure, just take these tips and just, you know, and just learn from them, because once you out here, you have to learn to adapt, because it's a lot of stuff that happens that you have no control over. Fuel, brokers not paying, that stuff we have no control over. So we had to learn to adapt. We had to move differently, take different lanes, you know, to start taking stuff that makes sense, you know. So just sit back, learn as much as you can, and keep on making them plans and them goals, and keep achieving them goals. You know, never give up on your dream. Never give up on your dream. But that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you haven't already and you made it all the way to the end of this video, please type level up in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so that you can be notified every time a new video is uploaded. All right, y'all stay safe out there. I'll catch y'all at the next video.